I thank the Honourable Minister. We then move on to the next set of questions that are addressed to the Minister of Police. And the question is from the Honourable Thring. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. And thanks to the member there. The statistics relating to police killings and the statistics of the police would be released in September, practically meaning that if there are other police who are being killed, would be part of that list, which we hope that is not going to happen. And in your second part of the question, yes, during the basic police development learning program, all police trainees are exposed and trained in various street survival techniques, namely tactical approach to crime scene and attending to complaint. 2, arresting techniques and proper handcuffing of suspects. 3, they are also trained in close combat techniques, which entails, amongst others, restraining techniques. Trainees are also undergoing intensive physical fitness program that prepares them for the outside world. When the number of police officers killed increased in 2011-2012 financial year, a reskilling course viewed also as a refresher course for police officers was introduced. Those provinces with a high number of police killings were targeted first and foremost, and then it went to other provinces. The focus of the course is on tactical awareness, weapon skills, how to stop and search vehicles and suspects, as well as approach and penetration techniques to effect an arrest. This project is ongoing. The other is firearm competency is also continuing in support of this project. Various other tactical courses and general policing courses, including training that contributes to the skills of police officers to ensure their own safety. The project is also ongoing. Debriefing, bereavement counseling and a support system is in place in SAPS, Employee Health and Wellness Program, for families of slain members. Bereavement support, conveying the death message until support structures are in place, like your local church, families and friends. Bereavement counseling is offered to the families on continuous basis, accompany and support families in the process of preparing for the funeral, arranging and or conducting the funeral with the necessary emotional and spiritual support. The list is long. The recently launched SAPS Education Trust towards the studies of the kids of the members of SAPS who were killed on duty. I also want to highlight that in 2011, we convened a summit against police killings. And there are some of the things which came out of that. And one of those on the safety of police was to ensure that all police officers are afforded the bullet-proof vest and other things like the adopt the police, and ensuring that in each and every instance where a police officer is killed, flags in police stations are lowered at half-mast. Thank you very much.
Is there a follow-up question? Honourable Thring.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and to our Honourable Minister for the reply. Honourable Minister, the recent media report of police murders in the Western Cape have highlighted a growing tension between two political parties, that is the ruling party as well as the ruling party within the Western Cape, who seem to be using to some extent the death of the slain policemen and women in the area as a means to score political points, as has been mentioned within the newspapers. The ACDP gives that political parties should not be seen to be playing politics at the expense of sensitive issues like crime, especially when our men and women in blue have laid, or rather have paid, the price with their lives. We do not require these kinds of approaches, but rather one which would put aside political affiliations and to support one another in the fight against crime. So the question, Honourable Minister, is are there any steps that have been taken to work with other government departments to stop and prevent the killing of police, and how will the Minister ensure that our police are being protected and are not drawn into, in a sense, the political spats? Thank you.
The Honourable Minister.
Well, thanks, Honourable Member. We share the sentiment we are raising, particularly about the police killings and what happened thereafter. We've made a point that it is not helping anybody, least of all the police, that all the time, everything they do, they are criticized, even when they are doing good. The point we're making is that it can't be true that you have a police service in South Africa which is not doing anything good. And that point must be made by everybody. Where police have to be criticized because they are not doing their work, we have always said that, in fact, we're the first one to point that out. But it is important to underscore the point that many South Africans and government departments are very much keen in working with the police and ensuring that they assist the police and protect them from the attacks, because many of these attacks happen when they respond to a call out to come and attend to crime scenes. Thank you very much.